If we don't win this, we lose our republic, period. This is an all-hands-on-deck moment.
A lot of bad things happened in 2020, but you should know a lot of good things are beginning to happen now in 2021. You're seeing it in Georgia, you're seeing it in this state of Arizona, you're beginning to see it in Texas, and so many more.
This is footage from a private donor conference of the powerful right-wing Heritage Foundation. Heritage leaders reveal that they're working in secret with top Republicans to implement the largest wave of voter suppression bills since Jim Crow.
This is a $24 million investment over the next 2 years. We've already started. We're working with these state legislators to make sure they have all of the information they need to draft the bills. In some cases, we actually draft them for them, or we have a sentinel on our behalf give them the model legislation, so it has that grassroots, from the bottom up type of vibe. Iowa was the first state that we got to work in, and we did it quickly and we did it quietly. Governor Reynolds signed the bill on March 8th. Little fanfare, honestly, nobody even noticed. My team looked at each other and were like, it can't be that easy. It can't be that easy.
They even admit that if Donald Trump had won the 2020 election instead of Joe Biden, Heritage Foundation wouldn't be advancing voter suppression laws across the country.
But we have honed in on these 8 specific focused states because they are battleground states, they're politically significant, and if maybe 2, maybe 3 of these 8 states went a different way in November, we would be having a different conversation here today.
The recordings were obtained by the watchdog group Documented. They show officials at the billionaire-funded think tank describing private meetings where they lobbied top Republicans to restrict voting access.
Just 3 weeks ago, we had a huge call with secretaries of state.
Right. And we've now for several years been having a private briefing of the best conservative secretaries of state in the country that has so annoyed the left that they have been doing everything they can to try to find out what happens at that meeting. So far unsuccessfully, thank goodness.
So far unsuccessfully, no leaks. I was able to sit down with Governor Kemp 3 days before he signed the election package in Georgia, and I had one message for him. Do not wait to sign that bill. If you wait even an hour, you will look weak.
And, of course, they link the voter suppression bills directly to Trump's myth of a stolen election.
We got tired of hearing this constant story, there's no election fraud in the country. That's the narrative myth pushed by the left and by the media. There's a reason for that. By pushing this false story, they can use it to say there's no reason to reform our election laws.
Whether you believe there was fraud in 2020, this is something that is real, and it is a problem that has tentacles all across public policy, all across our country.
They admit their voter suppression plans won't be successful if they can't block the federal voting rights bill, H.R. 1, the For the People Act.
As we systematically try to do that across the country, we also have this ever-present problem with H.R. 1. All of this needs to be safe and secure by the time we're at 2022, and then keep that eye on the ball with H.R. 1 and blocking that federal legislation. We will not be deterred, and we are going to take the fierce fire that is in every single one of our bellies to right the wrongs of November, to right the wrongs of the mistreatment against these men, and move it into other states.